Alrighty folks, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in if you're new to the channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. You know, I've done a kayak review video on this Old Town Sportsman PDL 120, and that was after a year of use. I'll do another one here probably in the fall. But this is really about my current setup. All the equipment that I have, and if you are into kayak fishing, you know this is an ever-changing process. New things come to light, especially after ICAST, which just took place. But also just because, you know, after you use the kayak, you realize what works for you, what doesn't. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll point out all the equipment. It's not gonna really be a pros and cons or what I think of a certain piece of equipment. If it's on here right now, that should kind of tell you it's something that I'm currently using and I currently like. So we'll start off at the bow here. So I do have a video on these navigation lights. I don't drill at all into it. It goes through the Old Town drain plug here. So it's easy to change out if these go bad. These were Amazon specials, very inexpensive. This is where I keep my net. Let me turn this light off. Okay, so I have a net here, and that's held in place by a Yakattack Roto Grip. I mean, this is just a basic Bass Pro Shop net. Works fine for me. I like the fact that it's inexpensive, but it's deep. And I also put some foam, spray foam in this inside the handle, so it now floats. Get that out of the way. All right, I have two straps. So this is the one I originally had, which works fine, but I felt like because this kayak is so heavy, I needed something more heavy duty. And that's why I went with this Rogue handle, and I know they make an adjustable length one now. Let's look inside the hull and see what we got. And on the underside of the hull lid, I put a spare propeller. Just tied it with some bungee. It's always good to have. And let's see if I can get this out with one hand. So I bought these Plano boxes from Costco. It was like 5 for 20 bucks, great deal. And it's perfect because it's large. It's see-through so I can grab things quickly. I just keep a first aid kit, some spare parts for the kayak, batteries, my 360 light and flag from Yakattack, and just various parts for my Bixpy motor. Which is, you should always keep spare parts. Keep my catch board. And this is my power. This powers everything on the kayak. Just have it in a simple ammo can. And it's 2 Nocqua batteries, 10 amp hour batteries. And that's enough for the fish finder, the navigation lights, my USB port. This connects to the Yak-Power power panel, which I'll show you as we move down the kayak. All right, moving on. Nothing new on the pedal drive. This is something from Nick at Navarre Kayak Fishing. It's just a rod holder. When the pedal drive is down, you could set your rod on it. Okay, got the Yakattack cup holder. This is from Navarre Kayak Fishing as well, and this is for my Yakattack park and pole. This is my fish finder. This is a recent upgrade. This is the Garmin 93 SV. Absolutely love it. You know, I've only used Garmin, so I don't really have a great comparison compared to Lowrance or some of the other big fish finders, but it's just a game changer for me going from the 4 Series, 4 CV to this. And it's held in place by a Yakattack mount here, which works fine for me. And what's nice about this is when I do take it off, I don't have to take off the mount or anything. When I store it, this screen part just pops off, and I can throw the screen protector that it comes with on there, and I'm done. This is the Bixpy motor remote, and I kind of made a mount for it. It's just on a Yakattack camera mount. This is kind of neat. This handle is not a stock handle. This is from Navarre Kayak Fishing as well. And what's good about this is it allows a T-bolt to go in here. So you can put something on like a track. All right, let's move to the other side before we go to the stern. Okay, I have my paddle. This is a bending branches paddle. This is on a Yakattack double header. And so these are roto grips. And this is for the paddle, but this one actually is for the park and pole. So it's a little bit narrower since the park and pole diameter is smaller. And yeah, this is the almost 8 foot park and pole from Yakattack. And again, this will come off here, and then I would slide it through there for shallow water anchoring. All right, moving on. This is made by Yakgear. This is awesome too because you know, one of the concerns I had with this kayak was under the seat storage, and this kind of alleviates that. There's pockets on the front and the back, and this zippered pocket is waterproof, so I can throw my wallet, my phone, any other valuables, keys in there. And I just have this, and this is my Rogue tether for my phone. This is really good. Okay, my seat, I have the Kayak Kushion seat, and this is something relatively new from the company Kayak Kushion. It's called the Kush bar. Just provides some lumbar support. Okay, this is the Perception Kayak cooler. This is great too. Just enough, just big enough to store some cold drinks, my lunch, whatever else I need. And it's easy access since it's mounted on the back of the seat. Okay, this is the new and improved Yakattack Black Pack Pro. And this is the 16x16. The 16x16 comes with 6 of these rod holders, 3 on each side, but I wanted 8. So what I did is just ordered 2 of these and just spaced them out so that 4 would fit on each side. The cool thing about this is there's already pre-drilled holes here that don't go through the other side. And so it's easy to mount things. You can mount tracks, you can mount gear. I mounted, I don't know if you can see that. So basically this is a Berleypro storage thing made for boats, but I just mounted it on the front of the kayak, and it allows me to keep a rope, keep my power bank for the GoPro. I can keep a lot of stuff. I just added some storage. These are from Harbor Freight, these stackable tilt bins. So let's see, moving on. So this, I don't really use the rear facing rod holders. Again, Navarre Kayak Fishing sells a lot of aftermarket products for this specific kayak. So you just take that out, put this in, and this allows you to put Yakattack light, you know, your boomstick for a GoPro, whatever. Just gives you some more options. Okay, back here is the Bixpy motor. I do have a separate video on the installation and my review of it, so check it out. But as you can see, it's pretty compact. It goes right where the shallow water anchor mount goes. You know, there's 4 screws and these fit perfectly on it. This is just the power cable to it. All right. This is the Yak-Power power panel. So this controls, you know, basically all the electronics on the kayak. One is, what's one? One is the fish finder. B is for bow, so that controls the navigation lights. M is for, I just designated as middle for the USB ports. And you know, there's up to 5, so you can connect 2 more things to it. So this is the Yakattack boomstick. This is for my GoPro. And I have a gear track here that has the cleat here. And this cord here goes to the motor, it lowers it. So if I'm in shallow water, I can just pull it and lock it down here. So under the seat, this is where I keep the battery. This is the Bixpy battery. Really small, fits nicely under the seat. It's completely waterproof. And the cable that runs from back there, I got an extension, so it just connects into here. So very simple. But yeah, that's it. I'm probably missing something, but if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. If you have any questions about the kayak itself, I'll put the link up here. Check out the review video that I did. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, take care. Peace.